So we are extremely very fortunate to have His Grace Sarva-Drik Prabhuji, who is a Srila Prabhupada disciple. What can be more glorious than this? Most auspicious Kartik month is starting from today with the divine presence of His Grace Sarva-Drik Prabhuji. We are so fortunate that Prabhuji has taken out some time for making our day blissful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Your kindness may start, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Good morning, all devotees. Hope everyone is well today. We should begin by offering obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarne Vancha Kopatubhishcha Kripa Sindhubhe Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavyo Namaha. So I'm very happy to be with you, honored to have the opportunity to speak to you about the most important thing we do every day, and that is our japa. There's a nice story. Srila Prabhupada was visiting Geneva, Switzerland, and the temple president there, his name is Guru Gauranga. He's a very brilliant devotee, speaks 6 or 7 languages, has big education. He also arranged for Srila Prabhupada, for the mayor of Geneva to meet Srila Prabhupada. Not a usual thing to happen. So the mayor came to Srila Prabhupada's room. He was seated. They gave him garland, welcomed him. He sat down. So Srila Prabhupada asked him, "Do you have any questions?" The man said, "No." So Srila Prabhupada took out the harmonium and he sang Hare Krishna Mahamantra for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, he folded up the harmonium and said to the man, "This is what we do." This is important. This is profound, because this is what we do. How is the Hare Krishna movement started? ISKCON movement started with one single pure devotee sitting in a park with a little tom, no mridanga, no kartal, no accompaniment, single by himself underneath a tree, sitting in a park, singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And the whole ISKCON society has sprung up from that seed idea of simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So why is it this is so important? Because this mantra is not different from Krishna himself. Padma Purana states, Nama Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Vinatam Nama Namino. That the name Krishna and the person Krishna are identical in every respect, except for one. The holy name of Krishna is more merciful than the person Krishna. Otherwise, they're equal in every Vinatam, Nama and Namino. Name and named person Krishna and sound vibration Krishna, Shabda Brahman. So when we vibrate this sound, we're directly in touch with Krishna. So when we do that, we have to be attentive. This is the struggle of japa. Because the mind tends just to daydream. We're chanting, our mouth is going Krishna, Krishna, and our mind is off in outer space somewhere, daydreaming, thinking about school or work or college or family or health, or millions of things appear in our mind. Arjuna told Krishna, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayor eva sudushkaram. That my mind is powerful, obstinate, very difficult to control, more difficult to control than the wind. If the wind is blowing outside, can you flap your arms? Will it stop? It won't stop. So the whole struggle of japa is to bring our mind to Krishna. So we're vibrating Krishna's name and we're present with Krishna. We're conscious. We're attentive. That we're focused on what we're doing. Turn off your mobile phone. Turn off the internet and any other distraction. And simply chant Krishna's name and hear. Such a simple process. Extremely simple. You speak the mantra, you hear, you move your fingers on your beads. So simple. But the application is difficult because chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Our mind is chanchal. It's very flickering. It wants to jump from one thing to another. So Krishna's recommendation to Arjuna, That to whatever and wherever your mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, I want you to withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. And this is the process of japa, to focus on Krishna, to be with Krishna, to make this your Krishna time. Every morning, make it your Krishna time. Ideal time to chant japa is in the morning. And to do that, one has to regulate one's habits of eating and sleeping. Don't eat big. Sometimes we have festivals, what to do. But in general, on a regular day, don't eat big feast at night and then go to sleep, because you'll not sleep properly. Go to bed early, get up early. Get your japa done before Mangalarti. Get the majority of your japa done before you start your day with Mangalarti. This is the process to make Krishna's chanting, the chanting of Krishna's name, a priority in your life. So this is our whole principle of progress in spiritual life. ISKCON was founded on the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's maintained by the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why do we build big temples? Spend lakhs of crores of rupees to build huge temples and distribute millions of books and distribute prasadam to millions of people. It's at such great expense. For what reason? One may ask. Why do we do this? Just so one day, one blessed day, a person who visits our temple, reads our book, takes prasadam, may be inspired to take up japa mala and take up the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and be liberated from this material world. This is the whole process. This is why ISKCON exists, to promote the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's so important that God himself comes to promote it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came himself to not only participate in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but to spread it all over. He traveled all over South India, preaching the holy name. And this is what we do. Harinam Prachar, preaching the holy name, practicing the holy name, and making Krishna's chanting, Krishna's association, our Krishna time every day a priority. Because this is the greatest blessing. People seek blessing in so many different ways. Today is Lakshmi Puja. Everybody wants to worship Goddess Lakshmi for her favor. For what? To get material prosperity. For what? With material prosperity, what will we do? Enjoy senses. It's all about sense gratification. This people think will make them happy in life. The opposite effect is true. Kamarupena konteya dushparena analena cha. This desire for material happiness burns like fire and is never satisfied. So our principle is to take up the most important thing, which is Krishna's name. There's a beautiful verse spoken in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Prabhupada refers to it. It says, Go koti dhanam grahane kagasya prayaga gangoda kakalpavasa jagyayuto meru suvarna dhana govindikirte nasamam shatam shai. It means this. Go koti dhanam grahane. During the Chandra Grahana or Surya Grahana, if one gives in charity, there's great benefit. So the proposition of this verse is, what is the punya that accrues to a person who gives 10 million cows in charity on the Chandragrahana, eclipse of the sun or the moon? We can't calculate the punya that accrues to a person, that comes to a person who gives even one cow, who gives even 10 rupiah in charity. There's great benefit. Prayaga Gangota Kakalpavasa means, what is the benefit, the punya that accrues to a person who lives at the confluence, Triveni, the confluence of Jamuna, Saraswati, and Ganga. Just to go there once and take a holy dip relieves one of all sins, accrues great punya to a person. What is the punya that comes to a person who lives there for one kalpa, millions of years? Incalculable benefit. What is the benefit of someone who gives Jagyayutu Meru Suvarna Dhana, who gives one Meru mountain, inconceivably high mass of gold in charity to the Brahmins? This we can't calculate. So what is the total calculation of punya? Inconceivable. Giving 10 million cows, living for one kalpa at Triveni, giving 1 Meru mountain of gold. Can we calculate the benefit? We cannot. But Govinda Kirtana Samam Shatam Shai, it doesn't equal a fraction of the benefit we get from chanting Krishna's holy name. We should take note. This is not some concocted, ineffective process. Rather, the chanting of Krishna's holy name. What is the result? What do we get from chanting Krishna's holy name? We get prema. This is why it's the most rare benefit accrues to a person who chants Krishna's name. All the other things you may get accumulate so much punya, but has nothing compared to the chanter of the holy name, because the benefit, the result of chanting Krishna's name is prema. We get love of God. And ultimately, taktva deham punar janma naiti nami, that one leaves this world and goes back to Krishna and never comes again to this material world. This is the highest benefit, to awaken our love of God. It's there. Nitya siddha Krishna prema saddha kavanoi shravanadi shuddha chitte koreya udvai. Chaitanya Charitamrita says that love of God, prema, is dormant within our heart. And it is awakened how? By hearing. Shuddha chitte. Our consciousness is, when our consciousness becomes cleansed, shravanadi, shuddha chitte, by the process of hearing, we understand who we are, and love of God is awakened. Not by seeing. Many people think, I want to see God. Even I'll tell you a story. When I was a very young devotee, I went to India for the first time in 1976. I'd been a devotee 3 years. I was a book distributor. Said, okay, let this guy go to India. So I went to India. I was sitting in Raman Reti, and this is when there was a Raman Reti. Now it's concrete Reti. It's all concrete building, a concrete jungle. But it used to be a beautiful forest. And there was a clearing in the middle of that forest where Krishna, Balaram, and all these friends would come and play. So I was sitting in Raman Reti and chanting very sincerely, thinking, this is the place where Krishna and his friends come and play. If I chant Hare Krishna very sincerely, maybe I'll see Krishna. This is his place, after all. He can come anytime. Maybe I'll see Krishna. This isn't the process. Not so easy to see Krishna. How do we see Krishna? Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayesha vilokayanti yam shyama sundaram achintya guna swarupam govindam adi purusham tambaham bhajami. When our eyes are anointed with the salve of love, prema anjana, then we see Krishna. But otherwise, how is it possible to see Krishna? How to see? Not with our eye, with our ear. We pour the sound of Krishna's name, the sound of Srimad Bhagavatam into our ear, the sound of the words spoken by Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. That sound we pour into our ear. And in this way, Shuddha Chitte, our consciousness becomes purified. And what is the symptom of Krishna awakened consciousness? That Koreya Udoy, it comes up automatically because it's present. If I'm hungry, I have to go to the prasadam room, I have to go to the refrigerator, I have to go to the kitchen, I have to go somewhere else to find prasadam to eat. But Krishna prema is not like that. It's living in our heart. It's our nature. It's who we are. We're meant to love and serve God. Why have we forgotten? Because we're not hearing. Our consciousness has become contaminated by association with the modes of material nature. So the whole process of progress in spiritual life is based on hearing. Bhagavatam says, Pravishnakanda Randraina Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dunoti Shamalam Krishna Salilasti Yata Sharat. The Pravishnakanda Randraina means through the ear, to hear Krishna's name, to hear the transcendental sound of his katha in Srimad Bhagavatam, to hear the transcendental sound of his very words that he spoke to Arjuna. Srila Prabhupada said that when you open Bhagavad Gita and you read the Lord's words, you're as good as Arjuna. You're as good as standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra next to Krishna, and Krishna speaking to you directly when we read Bhagavad Gita. So our process of self-realization is to hear, to lend an ear to transcendental sound vibration, and Karaya Udoy, love of God comes out. And this is the highest perfection of life. There is no higher perfection. If there is something, please tell me. But in 52 years, I have not found anything better than this simple process of chanting Krishna's name. Being with Krishna, being present with Krishna, and leaving aside everything, all the mental baggage that we accumulate during the day. Leave it aside in the morning and simply focus on Krishna's name. Because you're with Krishna directly. Krishna's name and Krishna person, same. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in his this Arunadaya Kirtan, says, Nama bina kichu nahi ko arap. That if you, there's nothing more to be had than the holy name of Krishna. You can search whole universe. You'll not find anything better than being with Krishna, chanting his name. And this is Bhagavatam also. In the third canto of Bhagavatam, it stated, Aho bata sapachoto guriyan, yachivagri vartate nama tubhyam tepus tapaste juhu sasna arya, brahmanuchar nama grananti yete. Bhagavatam is saying, Aho bata means how extraordinary, how wonderful, how priceless is it that if a person has Jivagri, the holy name, Nama Jivagri, if the holy name of Krishna is on the tip of one's tongue, he's done everything else in his life. He's done yoga, he's studied Shastra, he's gone on Tirtha Yatra, he's given donations, he's taken holy dip, everything he's done. Even if he's born in the family of dog eaters, Swapacha. Swapacha means persons who cook and eat dogs. So regardless of one's birth, if one is chanting the holy name, it is understood that this person has done many, many pious activities, accumulated heaps of punya in previous life just because the holy name is present on the tip of his tongue. So for such a person, what's left to achieve? Will he get the highest benefit by doing yagya, agnihotra? Will he get the benefit by going on Tirtha Yatra? Okay, all these things have benefit. Will they get benefit studying Shastra? Of course, we study Shastra. Do we get the highest benefit by giving in charity? Not the high. We give in charity. These are all pious punya things, sukriti. But they will not give you prema. The holy name will give us prema. The holy name alone. Nasteva, nasteva, nasteva. So one great Vaishnava poet, he wrote, Diyatam diyatam karno, niyatam niyatam bachaha, giyatam giyatam nityam, haranamaiva kevalam. That the holy name of Krishna is everything. So hear the holy name of Krishna over and over again. Speak the holy name of Krishna over and over again. Sing the name of Krishna over and over again. And this is the highest benefit. So regardless of what birth one has gotten, what has achieved, what his social position is, his economic position is, his prestige, his this, that. Jati dan vidyabalo na kareya pekka. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying about the power of the holy name. Our narco kalir boy, our narco kalir boy. Achandeli din nam nitai doyamoy. That Lord Nityananda, Nitai, has given holy name to even the lowest class people. One need not fear the effect of Kali Yuga by chanting the holy name, taking the sublime, beautiful process, simple process of self-realization. Grihe tako vane tako sada hari bole dako. It doesn't mean taking up the chanting that you have to drop out of college. You have to give up family life. You have to say goodbye to the world, never get married, never have a job, never have a bank account. That's not what it means. It means take up this process, add Krishna's name to your life. Make the chanting of Krishna's name the most important thing you do, and there everything else will follow after that. Everything will follow after that. That is my personal experience. The first time I came to India in 1976, I was a brahmachari. I had one shoulder bag, no suitcase, no luggage, just one shoulder bag. In that shoulder bag were two dhotis, two kurtas, bead bag, Gita, toothbrush, and that was my total material possessions. Now here I am in Mayapur, big flat, washing machine, chimney, water purifier, refrigerator, deities, altar, shaligram, books, furniture. Everything comes to a devotee. There's competition between Krishna and devotee. Devotee wants to give to Krishna, Krishna wants to give to his devotee. This is loving competition. But our process to come to that stage, to have personal loving relationship with Krishna, is this chanting of the holy name. This is Yuga Dharma. Kriteya dhyayato vishnam tvaitayam yachukomakai. Dvapari parichayayam kalo tadhari kirtanat. In previous ages, they did meditation. Meditation is not for this. It is all cheating. No meditation. There's no actual benefit from meditation. And even if your mind becomes calm, what do you get from a calm mind? Peace of mind? Will it stop the process of death? Impossible. Meditation is not the process. Yajna is not the process. Sitting around watching a pujari offer ghee to the fire is not the process of self-realization in this age. This is process for a different age. Even worship of the deity, we get inspiration to chant Krishna's name by worshiping the deity, but deity worship is not the process either. Kalodad Hari Kirtanad, Hari Kirtan, chanting the holy name of Krishna, is the sole process for self-realization in this age. Self-realization comes by hearing Krishna's name. Prabhupada's initial instruction is to simply vibrate Krishna's name and to hear. And from that, everything else, Nam, Gun, Rup, Parikar, every other thing comes in our mind and in our heart just by vibrating Krishna's name. A pure devotee, when he chants Krishna's name, he sees Leela. He hears Leela. He smells Leela. He tastes Leela. He's present in Leela simply by chanting holy name of Krishna. This is possible for highly, highly advanced devotees. But where does it begin? Just to hear Krishna's name and to chant. So this is the blessing that is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ene cheo shodhi maya nashi baro lagi, harinama mahamantra lao tumi magi. Just take this name, beg the name from Sri Guru, because he is the bestower of the holy name. Krishna is available in his name, but how do we approach Krishna? Through spiritual master, who is a lover of God, who is the proprietor, that Krishna, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Krishna say tomar, Krishna dite par, tomara shakati ache. Amito kanga, Krishna Krishna bole dai tava pache pache. That Krishna is yours. Krishna say tomar. Krishna sells himself. He becomes the property of his pure devotee. He is controlled by his devotee. Bhagavatam says, Aham bhakta paradino nasvatantra ivadvaja sadhabya grasta hridayam bhakta bhakta janapriya. Krishna says, I've given up my independence. I have no independence. I'm the property of my devotee. Krishna say tomar. And because he has such intimate, loving relationship with Krishna, Krishna dite par, he can give you Krishna. What is our position? Amito Ganga, I'm useless fallen beggar, and I'm simply running after my guru chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. This is the process of self-realization, the infallible process of self-realization, the guaranteed process of self-realization. We simply have to take it up with all sincerity and determination and lovingly chant Krishna's name without any distraction. Put away any other distracting thing. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur would lock himself in a room, turn out the lights, and simply chant Krishna's name in the dark. So no distracting vision would come to his eyes. And he could simply hear and chant Krishna's name and be with Krishna. Do this every day, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Go to bed early, get up early, chant Krishna's name, and be happy in life. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Does anyone have any quick question?
Hare Krishna. So, if anyone has any question, they can raise their hands.
So everyone can get back to chanting the japa. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you today. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Bhuvana Mangala Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Hare
Thank you
Pancha
so much, Prabhuji.
Papanita
Thank you so
Patitanam
much.
Paminibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo.
Thank you
My
so much, Prabhuji, for this enchanting Japa talk. So, Prabhuji has mentioned us that this ISKCON movement was founded and is maintained by the strength of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, it is very, very important for us. And also, Prabhuji has also mentioned that we cannot see Krishna, but we can see Krishna by the transcendental sound vibration. So, thank you very much, Prabhuji, for this enchanting Japa talk. So let us all thank Prabhuji by 3 times chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Thank you so much Prabhuji, for your
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram.
Krishna.
Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna. So Hare Krishna. So शॉर्ट में अभी धनश्री माता जी ट्रांसलेट करेंगे आपको जो भी प्रभु जी ने बताया। तो धनश्री माता जी आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं हिंदी में।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण।
माता जी, आप मेरी आवाज आ रही है सही से?
यस यस माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा सबको। कृपया करके मेरे लिए प्रार्थना करिए कि मैं ठीक से अनुवाद कर सकूं, जो भी श्रील प्रभुपाद के डिसाइपल, जो कि बहुत ही हमारे लिए बहुत ही अपॉर्चुनिटी वाला मोमेंट था ये। तो प्रभु जी कहते हैं कि जपा बहुत ही जरूरी होता है हमारे लिए। वो बताते हैं एक स्टोरी कि श्रील प्रभुपाद जब स्विट्जरलैंड आए थे तो गुरु गौरांग नाम के उनके एक डिसाइपल थे। फिर वो आते हैं और वो अपना एक लेक्चर देते हैं और फिर पूछते हैं कि क्या कोई क्वेश्चन वगैरह था। कोई कहता है कि कोई एज एन क्वेश्चन नहीं था। तो फिर वो हारमोनियम बुलवाते हैं और 20 मिनट के लिए अच्छे से हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र का संकीर्तन करते हैं। फिर वो कहते हैं कि यही हमारा काम है। इस्कॉन मोमेंट पूरी की तरह से इसी हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र के ऊपर बेस्ड है। वो बताते हैं कि कैसे ये जो पूरा का पूरा इस्कॉन का सेटअप है, जो है हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र है, जिससे आज हम सब लोग जो जुड़े हुए हैं, ये एक बीज से आया है। वो एक उस डिवोटी से, उस भक्त से आया है जो कि एक पेड़ के नीचे बैठकर एक अकेले बाग में बैठे कर जिन्होंने कीर्तन किया, जिन्होंने मंत्र जाप किया, तब से वहां से लेकर इस सब की शुरुआत हुई है। और आज हमारे पास सब कुछ है और हम हमारे एक गुरु महाराज के अंडर रहकर अच्छे से प्रार्थना कर पा रहे हैं। और फिर इन्होंने ये भी बताया कि मंत्र जो है हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र, ये कृष्ण से बिल्कुल भी अलग नहीं है। जो होली नेम है भगवान का जो हरिनाम है, ये भगवान से भी ज्यादा मर्सीफुल है, यानी कि भगवान से भी ज्यादा दयालु है। ये हमें बहुत जल्दी तार सकता है एवं हमें कृष्ण प्रेम की प्राप्ति हो सकती है। इसीलिए उन्होंने हमें सबसे जरूरी कहा है कि हमें ध्यान पूर्वक जप करना चाहिए, हमें ध्यान पूर्वक सुनना चाहिए और ध्यान पूर्वक बोलना चाहिए। हमारा मन बार बार भटकेगा। जैसे अर्जुन कहते हैं कि हमारा जो मन है वो हवा से भी तेज है, लाइक विंड से भी ज्यादा पावरफुल है। तो इसीलिए कृष्ण कहते हैं कि हमें बार बार हमारा मन जहां पर भी भटकता है वहां से खींच कर वापस से लेकर भगवान पर फोकस करना चाहिए जब हम मंत्र जाप करते हैं। वो कहते हैं कि हमें बोलना है, सुनना है और हमारे बस बीड्स पर, जो हमारे माला है उसके ऊपर हमारी फिंगर्स को ऐसे घुमाना है। कितना सिंपल प्रोसेस है, पर उतना ही ज्यादा मुश्किल है, क्योंकि हमारा मन बिल्कुल भी काबू में नहीं रहता। चंचलम ही मना
हेलो
कृष्णा।
वानी,
फिर वो बताते हैं कि हर सुबह,
6:40 हो गए।
ब्रह्म मुहूर्त एक बहुत ही खास समय होता है जिसमें हम जपा कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए वो हमें कहते हैं कि हमें हर रोज सुबह उठकर जपा करना चाहिए। फिर वो बताते हैं कि इस्कॉन सिर्फ चैंट, इस्कॉन में हमें लाखों और करोड़ों रुपए हम डालते हैं इस्कॉन के मंदिर बनाने में, प्रसादम बांटने में, बुक वितरण करने में। ये सब हम इसीलिए करते हैं ताकि कोई एक ऐसा मनुष्य आकर किसी दिन जपा में इंटरेस्ट अपना ले। बस इस एक धैर्य ध्येय को साधते हुए हम ये सब कुछ एफर्ट्स लेते हैं इतने सारे। फिर वो बताते हैं कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने भी होली नेम को हमारी प्रायोरिटी बनाने के लिए, जो कि हमारे लिए एक आशीर्वाद की तरह है हमारी जिंदगी में, जो बताते हैं कि जैसे हम लक्ष्मी पूजन करते हैं, वो सब हम क्यों करते हैं, तो हमारे सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए करते हैं, यानी इंद्रियों को तृप्ति प्रदान करने के लिए करते हैं। और फिर वो बताते हैं कि ये जो हमारी इंद्रिय तृप्ति का जो हमारे अंदर जो इच्छा है, यही सबसे बड़ी एक आग की तरह होती है, जो कि हमारी एक आग की तरह होती है जो भड़कते रहती है, जो कि भी दहन नहीं होती। फिर वो हमें बताते हैं, जैसे चैतन्य चरितामृत में कहा गया है कि चंद्र ग्रहण या सूर्य ग्रहण को अगर आप 10 करोड़, 10 लाख गोदान करते हो, और फिर अगर आप, हाँ, अगर आप अलग अलग त्रिवेणी संगम में जैसे जाके अगर आप डुबकी लगाते हो, या फिर एक कल्प के लिए अगर आप बहुत सारा, लाइक मेरू पर्वत जितना अगर आप सोना दान करते हो, वो सारा जो पुण्य मिलाकर भी हमारा जो हरिनाम है उसके पुण्य के शायद अंश मात्र की भी बराबरी नहीं कर सकता, जो हमें सिर्फ हरिनाम कहकर मिलता है, लाइक जपा करके मिलता है, क्योंकि हरिनाम जो है हमें कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदान करता है। ये जो बेनिफिट है ये और कोई नहीं दे सकता। इतना ही नहीं, तो हमारे मन में, क्योंकि कृष्ण प्रेम ये हमेशा से सदा से हमारे मन में था, बस वो एक डोरमेंट फॉर्म में था, जो कि जब हम जपा करते हैं तो वो बाहर आता है, क्योंकि यही हमारे आत्मा का एक्चुअल नेचर है। फिर वो बताते हैं, एक स्टोरी बताते हैं जिसमें कि जब वो नए नए भक्त थे, वो जब वो भारत पहली बार आए थे, तो तब वो नहीं क्या राम वट्टी में जाके बैठे थे, और उनको रियलाइज हुआ था कि मुझे भगवान को देखना है। वो बताते हैं कि भगवान को देखने के लिए हमें आंखों की जरूरत नहीं होती है, हमें भगवान का नाम चैंट करना है, और भगवान की लीला हमें सब कुछ अपने आप दिख जाएगी। वो बताते हैं कि हमें आंखों से नहीं बल्कि कानों से सुनना है, जो श्रीमद् भागवतम को, भगवत गीता को, क्योंकि जहाँ श्री भगवान उवाच, वो कहते हैं कि हमारी जो कॉन्शियसनेस है, हमारी चेतना है, वो शुद्ध हो जाती है। फिर वो बताते हैं कि जो प्रेम है, कृष्ण प्रेम, वो कृष्ण प्रेम ये हमेशा से हमारे दिल में प्रेजेंट था। और फिर वो श्रील प्रभुपाद के बारे में बताते हैं कि जैसे वो बताते हैं, जब हम भगवत गीता सुनते हैं, जब हम भगवत गीता पढ़ते हैं, तो हम बिल्कुल अर्जुन की तरह